Pop-up live for Fortunate Creations. I was sitting here crocheting in the air conditioning, so I figured, why not? I will pop on live and see if anybody wants to hang out and crochet while I make this rug for my camper. Got out early from work today, came home, cleaned the little chickens area, cleaned the craft room, dusted it, got it all cleaned out, and here I sit with the sun reflecting. I don't know if anybody's gonna hang out or if everybody's too busy. Hi there. So, figured I was just hanging out crocheting anyway, and I had already, hi Frizzy, hey Michelle. I had already spent hours snuggling with Fritzy, so I figured I would spend a little time with you guys. Hello, Cece Rada, how are you? I'm glad you guys are here to hang out. I just figured since my other live ended in a malfunction. Well, yeah, I'm in my kitchen. And you'll see the sun is glaring on me because all this is windows, but hi, Margaret, how are you? Oh, so much to update you on. Let me see. Hello, Marlene, welcome. So, the 4 original chickies that I got from school have been rehomed. They're with my niece, and she has 4 boys. Hey, you guys, as you come in, please don't forget your thummies. So there's 4 chicks and 4 little boys, and each one of them has one of their own now, and they're all walking around with the chickens riding on their shoulders. So that's cool. They love it. Missy, hi, sunshine. Look at my hair. Who lets me have a camera? Are you kidding? Hello, everybody. Melissa. You should see how big, well, you did see. The babies, what are they, 3 weeks old now? Oh my goodness. They are getting big. I hope everybody's doing good. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you guys are here. Don't forget your thummies, please. Oh, Missy, I miss you. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. So, sorry I didn't come back on yesterday. After my malfunction, so Al was watching the news because he is, he's a news junkie. So a lot was going on in the world this weekend. They are so cute, aren't they? So he was using all the bandwidth. Plus my sister and brother-in-law were in their camper watching the news, and then I was trying to go live with you guys, so it didn't work. So then Amanda came with the baby, as a lot of you have seen the pictures on Facebook. He was so cute, you guys. Oh my goodness. I don't know about you guys, but I see 22 people watching and only 5 thumbs. So if you guys, hello, Marianne. Please don't forget your thumbs. Epithelials, is that what you usually say, Miss C? Oh, so anyway, I'm so sorry I've been out of touch. You guys, having these chickens has been so much work. I just don't have time to do anything. There you go. Go get them, Michelle. Gonna whack them like a munch at the fair. Frizzy, have you been ill? Frizzy, were you sick? I hope not, but I'm glad you're better. So, yeah, so I ended up, you guys, I can't remember how far I got into the conversation, so I'll tell you. Saturday. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I miss you guys too, but when I got home, well, first let me start with the story of the chickens. Oh, thanks. Thanks. This is what it looks like after sweating all day. But thank you very much, Susan. All right. Well, I hope you feel better. I hope this helps. Let's do some laughs. I'll do some silly thing. Oh, I got a good story, so I'll tell you. So, I was taking the chickens, the first four, to my niece's house because she wanted them, okay? So I get to my niece's house. She's not there because all of her boys had T-ball. No, what's the next level up? Little League. So they all had Little League. And so I surprised them and I went down to the game. Now, I have Fritzy in the stroller. No, I didn't yet. I didn't have Fritzy in the stroller yet. I had Fritzy, I was holding him. And I'm like, this isn't gonna work. If I'm gonna stay and watch these kids game, I'm gonna need the stroller. So I told my niece, I said, I'm gonna go to the camper. It's only 6 miles away. I said, I'm gonna go to the camper and get the stroller. Well, her littlest one, who wasn't playing game, wanted to come with me. All right, get in the car. So all the way there, he's talking. And I can't understand half of it because he's in the back seat and he's got that little kid thing going on. And he's only, I don't know, he's young. Anyway, so I get to my camper. And he goes, Aunt Kim. I said, yes, honey. I believe you have bacon. I said, I don't have bacon. Well, I'm going to check. Okay. So he's checking through my cabinets and my fridge and this and that. He's like, oh, you don't have bacon, but I happen to see some Fruit Loops and some chips. I said, you may have either one of those that you want. So he takes the Fruit Loops and then he goes, you know what? On second thought, I might like the chips as well. So he took both of them. I don't care. You know what I mean? I bring food there for the kids to eat anyway. So he's sitting in the back seat on the way back to the game. Aunt Kim, I have an idea. Oh, well, I can't wait. His name is Mason. So I can't wait, Mason. What do you got? Well, after the game, if my mom is going to do something fun, sure, I'll hang out with her. But if not, I'd like to hang with you all day. I was like, well, we're going to have to talk to your mother. He was just, hi, Kimberly. Oh my goodness, this kid had me laughing so hard. So I get back to the game. Now it's 150 degrees. There's no shade. I've got Fritz in the stroller and two twin 4-year-olds standing right next to Fritz, touching, which I'll tolerate for a little bit, but it's hot and he's getting hot, you know? So I say to them, okay, you know, let him breathe for a little bit. And I put my hand down in the stroller. Well, why are you touching him? Well, because he's mine. Well, you said not to touch him. I said, not for you not to touch him. These kids kept it up and they kept what? Well, why does he have fur and why is he panting and why is he, finally I looked at the father. He was standing right next to me, letting me suffer. Standing right next to me. So I look at the father, I looked at him, I'm like, they're killing me, you gotta help. And he goes, man, I thought you'd hold out longer than that. He started laughing. It was so funny. Oh my gosh. So I survived my first Little League game. Now, mind you, Amanda did not play Little League, so I did not have to deal with that. So I survived my first Little League game. So then I tried my live with you guys and it didn't work. So I had every intention of going live when I got home and got settled. Until I got here and saw the condition the house was in. There was no way I was going to fix what was going on in this house and have time or be in the mood to chat. So I opted out. Sorry, you guys. Can I put on now? Can I change the mode? I don't think I can, right? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Participant mode. Hold on. Subscribers only. Subscribers for 20 minutes. There we go. All right. See if that helps. I think I changed it. So yeah, when I got home and I saw the condition my condition was in, I decided I'm not going to go live. So I'll leave the details out, but it was not Great. I am working on another rug for the camper because you can never have enough rugs for the camper, especially when the kiddos are running in and out with their wet feet and they're running in and out with everything else. So I decided every time, this is all my scrap. Right now I'm using sugar and cream, and this color is Overcast. Get it out of that. And then this color, I don't know because I took the cover off. Oh, here it is. Hold on. This other color is Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper's here, and we're in a mess. Come on, you got to know the song. That's the only song I know of theirs. So yeah, it was an eventful weekend. Oh, yeah. I made those last year. Well, thank you, Kimberly. I made those cozies last year. I found a pattern for ones that you slid on like a sleeve, but then I closed the bottom of mine and I made them like a cup instead. I liked that better. Oh, you guys, the kiddos at work. I'm using 2 different strands. It's hurting my hands a little bit, but it's better for the rugs. The 2 little girls at work that I always show my stuff, they made me 2 little Bravos. Oh my goodness, they were so cute. They used pom-poms and pipe cleaners, and they wrapped them around. It was adorable. Adorbs. Oh my, can we talk about hot, you guys? Can we talk about, let's talk about the weather. Whew. Hot town, summer in the city, back of my neck getting dirt and gritty. Been down, isn't it a pity? Doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. I walked in this morning and sang that. They actually sent the whole school system home half day today because it was just too hot. Salt and pepper. Yeah, it's it's just ridiculous. And tomorrow's not going to break. It's still not going to break. It's going to be hot for the next few days. But I'm in here with the AC on. I got the room darkening shades closed throughout the whole house. 84 in the camper. Oof. All around you, people looking half dead, walking on the sidewalk, hotter than a match, yeah. But at night, it's a different world. Go out and find a girl. Come on and dance all night. Sorry. I think the heat's gotten to me. Oh, I learned a new card game. It's called Spades. I like it a lot better than the other one. But but at night it's a different world. Go out and find a girl. I didn't. And you know why? Because Amanda came with the baby, and then the next thing I know, it was 3 o'clock, and I had an hour ride home, and so I will give it to her. I might wait for her birthday. You know I won't do. What am I, silly? Just like the heat, it'll be all right, Nate. Don't you know it's a pity? But I'll probably give it to her because she goes to a lot of things where she's got to get fancy pants dressed up. And she loves stuff like that. So I did give my niece the blanket that I made her. She loved it. I gave it to her at the 100-degree baseball game. So she was very sweet to hug it and love it the way she did. So yeah, Saturday night, we ended up playing this new card game until midnight, and then we finally get into bed at midnight. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. Thank you a lot. I don't know. This weekend, I didn't put any color in it, and my niece said, just go with it, embrace it. So I am. I'm just letting it do what it does. I don't know. I am what I am, and that's all I am, right? Right, Diana? So yeah, we played, and then we finally get into bed. And Fritz, you guys, I'm telling you, and I'm not making this up, okay? We get into bed, and Fritzy's poking, touching right here, touching. And I'm like, will you please stop? We need to go to bed. It's after, now it's 12:30, right? And he just wouldn't stop trying to get my attention. So finally, he comes up and he lays right here on my shoulder and starts licking my face. He lays down next to me on his back with his feet up in the air, right? You guys, I swear to you, I swear, he wanted me to rub his belly because he had a tick on his belly and he wanted me to know it. And I got it off, and I'm not kidding. This dog told me he had a tick and he went right to bed right after. I swear that's the truth. You tell me how smart that dog is. Because the second, and it wasn't embedded on him yet. It was just kind of like in the hair. And it was just in his hair. But I felt it. I'm like, oh, he's got a little piece of dirt. And so something in me said, hold on to it, turn the light on. I turned the light on, and sure enough, it was a little tick. It wasn't attached or engorged. It was just, or I wouldn't have been able to remove it that easy. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, you guys, I swear that dog told me he had a tick and wanted it off. I'm telling you right now. Because he went right to sleep afterwards. But then, of course, an hour later, the thunderstorms hit, and they were so bad they rocked the camper. So it was like, boom. I love thunderstorms. Good thing they don't bother him. So anyway, my point being, I have a genius dog. Believe it or don't. So, oh, and then I took Fritzy for a ride in my side-by-side, and I found a mother turkey and 6 babies. They were adorable. They were about the size of my chickens. Could you imagine if I had to take those baby turkeys home? They'd be 20 times the size of my chicks by a week. Right? Frizzy, I'm telling you. I looked at him, I'm like, is that what was wrong? And he just, because he didn't have to go potty, he didn't anything. And thunderstorms don't bother him, so it wasn't that there was a storm in the area. He wanted me to know there was a tick on his tummy. So the next day I went and I bought a tick comb, and I combed him completely. If I had to. If I had to, what? I don't remember. But anyway, he's brilliant. So then, the next day I bought that comb, right? Well, Amanda calls and tells me she's coming in the morning. And she says, what's the deal for food? I wanted to. Oh, yeah. I wanted to. So she says, what's the food situation? And I gave her a bunch of options. She says, all right, let's do hot dogs and beans. So I had to go to the store and buy enough hot dogs and stuff. And don't you know, there was some kind of, I don't know, lumberjack competition or something, remember where I live, in the area. So there were absolutely no hot dog rolls in the grocery store I was in. So I had to go into, like we have Stewart's here. It's a little like a 7-Eleven. Well, it's hot. I can't lock my Jeep because that's a long story. But anyway, I had to bring Fritz in with me, okay? So I tuck Fritz under my arm. Here's what happened. Ready? Count how long this takes. Ready? 1, 1,000. Michelle, you do it. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. I get in my car, or I get out of my car with Fritz under my arm. I open the door, I walk in, I go around, I grab 3 packages of hot dog rolls with a $20 bill in my hand. I walk up to the cash register and I put it down. The woman didn't even notice I had Fritz in my arm until I said something to her like, sorry, I had to bring him in. She spent the next 14 seconds yelling at me for bringing him in. And I looked at her, I said, by the time you're done nagging me about this, he and I would have already been out of here. So can you just give me my change and let me go? I know Fritz isn't allowed in the convenience store, but I also know I'm not leaving him alone in the car, period. So take my side or don't, but she could have just had us out of there. It was what? About less than 30 seconds, wasn't it, Michelle? Yeah. By the time she was done nagging me, she could have already had cashed me out and we would have been in the car. So there's that. And you know what? The other store I went in, they let Fritz in there all the time and they have more groceries. No, he was tucked under my arm. He didn't even look at anybody. He was sitting there right here. She just wanted to feel important. I'm like, listen, here's a 20. Keep the change if you have to, but stop nagging me. I gotta go. And the guy behind me was like, he's not bothering anybody. I'm like, yeah, I know. Whatever. She just needs to feel like she can yell at somebody. So yeah, I mean, it was probably 30 to 45 seconds that I was in that building. Oh, that's not. But I get it, I know. But you know what? There's restaurants that allow dogs in strollers and he was in my arm. So anyhow, I was gonna get myself a cup of coffee, but it was just, I didn't have time, so. But there you have it. So this is gonna be a pretty rug, isn't it? I like it. Oh, Melissa, are you still here? I gotta tell you what I did for my chickens. I want your opinion. Because I think I fixed something that was wrong with them. So Melissa, let me know if you're still here. I'm gonna tell the story anyway, but I wanna make sure you're here. In case. Exactly. No, I really wanted, they have a coffee that is maple syrup. It's really good. Okay, so Melissa, I had the babies, right? You saw them, adorable little babies. Well, 4 of them were walking funny. They were like taking one step and crouching down, taking another and crouching down. They were walking like their feet hurt. And I'm like, so I separated them and I put them in a different pen, brood, whatever you call it. I put them in a different pen with the shavings and everything, just like the other pen, but I thought maybe they were being picked on. And I gave them another night in that pen by themselves. The next day, same thing. They were still walking funny. And I'm like, I wonder if it's the shavings, right? It's the shavings. So in the pen with the 4 with the sore feet, I took the shavings out and I put down an old towel. Guess what? It fixed it. It fixed their little feet. 2 days with that towel down and none of those chunks of, what are they like? They're not, you know what I mean, the chunks, right? They're all perfectly fine now. The babies are all walking perfect. They look good. They're healthy and happy. Exactly. So I took it out. I took it out and I'm using old scrap towels. So tomorrow when I get out of work, I got to go to the Salvation Army and grab some old towels. And so I have more to use. I also put a little bit of, what is that stuff? Where is it? It's like electrolytes. I put electrolytes in a different dish of water and I gave that to them. And then I bought the medicated food. And I'll tell you what, they are jumping and flapping their little wings and they're doing great right now. Yeah, so I'm not using that anymore. I bought straw for when they go out. For when they go out into their big coop that I made, I'm gonna put straw down. But I'm not using those shavings anymore. And they stink. Oh my goodness, they stink so bad. Now I switched and I don't use shavings in either one of them. I use old towels in both. And it's so easy. The house doesn't smell at all, which is gross, I know, but they'll be out soon. It doesn't smell at all and it's easier to clean and the babies are walking good. So you guys know those hot air balloons that I made, the ones that I crocheted? I made one for the chickens, and I hung it from the mesh that I have on top of it, and I hung it down with salad in the basket, and the chicks are pulling the salad out of it. They love it. It's like a little floating salad bar for them. Gives them something to do. You got to keep them occupied, especially when there's 12 of them in a pen that's not that big. They're starting to feather out really nice, you guys. They're looking great. That way, then I'll get my craft room back. Thursday is my last day of school. So my plan is to be camping Friday at least. Yeah, I thought of hay, but I couldn't find where to buy a bale of it, and the straw was right there at Tractor Supply. So I just grabbed that. Thursday's the last day of school. I'm not sure if I'm going to do coffee with Kim starting Friday every day, but I'll let you guys know. I think I just need to fall into a pattern right now. So let me get my feet under me, figure things out, and then I'll figure out, what we're going to do for the summer. I got to be honest with you guys. There's sometimes when I wake up in the morning, especially when camping, if you know what I mean, where I don't feel like talking. Especially when we stay up until 1 a.m. playing cards. I have to admit, though, they let me play my own music all night, and they loved it. I caught even Al singing along to it. Miss C, you ready? Here's a song. I was driving down the road feeling hungry and cold. I saw a sign said food and drink for everyone. So naturally I thought I would take me a look inside. Come on, somebody. Margaret, Michelle, Diana. There was so much food, there was water coming from my eyes. And yeah, lemon drops. Well, Lori hasn't been there, but it's been some hard ciders. I found some really good hard ciders. Come on, who knows what song I was just singing? I didn't do a very good job, but you know I can dance, you know I can dance. Come on, who knows the name? But anyway, Al was singing it, and I was cracking up because he normally does not like my music. Hello, Sassy Mary. Sassy pants. How are you, sunshine? No, sorry, Missy's my sunshine. How are you, honey? Missed you. Missed everybody, you guys. I really did. This is really going to be nice. I'm making a lot of progress. I'm doing double crochet. Anyway, the name of the song is Long Tall Glasses. You disappoint, you guys. You disappoint. We all need more Al videos. Well, thank you. I really didn't do it on purpose, Angela. I've been in the sun a lot, and I have not been putting any color at all on my hair. None at all. So this is me in all my hair glory. So this is what I think I'm going to be like, salt and pepper. Doesn't it look it right here? Looks like it's going to be salt and pepper, but we'll see. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, today was so hot. They closed school half day for the whole week. This is the last week of school, and they decided to make the whole thing half days. So that's all right. Although it's silly because they let the kids go, and then starting tomorrow, we have to stay our normal hours. But I don't know. It has to do with something. Who am I to question, right? That's all right. I got nothing to do here anyway. Yeah, I'm trying. So I was sitting next to my niece, and she mentioned my hair. And I told her, I said, well, I haven't colored it yet. She goes, just embrace it. Just go with it. So I'm trying. If I look in the mirror and I can't stand it, then I got to have a separate thought. But for now, we're good. I have sort of a convoluted long story. You guys want to hear it? It has to do with getting a loan through my bank. Now, mind you, it's a bank that I've had a relationship with for 30 years. They now merged with another bank, so everybody's new. Everything's new, new numbers, new member numbers, new this, new that. So, you guys know that I went last Saturday with my nephew to get a four-wheeler, right? So, I went to my bank. Instead of taking it out of my savings or my 401k or whatever, I went to my bank and I said to them, I need enough to cover. I said, here's the deal. My brother paid for it. I told him I'd work, I'd pay him back, blah, blah, blah. So the woman that I talked to, I said to her, I'm not paying a dealership. I just need the cash, okay? So she's like, oh, that's no problem. Oh, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So Monday comes around, I don't hear anything. I call the bank back and they're like, well, we don't have any record of it. Okay, so I go through the rigmarole, da-da-da, here's my this, here's my that, here's name, rank, serial number, firstborn, everything. Now, we got to start over. Okay, whatever, let's start over. Okay, so we start over, da-da-da-da-da-da, do the hokey pokey. The next day, I don't hear anything. I call back. I can't find it. We got to start over. Yeah. Not kidding. Can't make this up. Okay, whatever. Here we go. Ba da 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 dee da dee. The same thing. Name, rank, serial number, blood type, firstborn, the air in your tires. What's it? Everything. Third time. Didn't hear anything the next day. Call back. The guy says to me, you ready? This is going to blow your mind. The guy says to me, you're declined because, you ready? Because you have too many inquiries open. I said, you did that. I didn't. You told me I had to do that. Oh, all right. Well, let's take care of that. Okay, so in the same sentence, after he told me I was declined, what does he say to me? Do you want to go ahead and process all three of them and take out all three loans? I'm not even done. So I said to the guy, I said, number one, last night you told me I was finalized and all set. Number two, just now you told me I was declined. And number three, you're asking me if I want to process all of the open. Which is it? I was. So he says, whoa, it gets so much better. He says to me, okay, we're fine now. I don't know what happened, some magic, something. We're fine now. I just need you to send over the bill of sale and I need you to send over the bill of sale and the registration. Okay, fine. I send them both in the same email to the same address, blah, blah, blah. Next day, well, we got the bill of sale. We didn't get the registration. I said, they're in the same email. Well, I'm sorry, you're declined because of too many open inquiries. I said, oh, for the love of God, you need to give me your manager. I can't do this anymore. I said, I am so sorry. I can't talk to you anymore. He said, give me someone else. So he goes, oh, wait. He says, well, I found it. We're good to go. He says, we're going to cut the check to the dealership. I said, no. You're going to put the money in my account, which is how this whole thing started. You're going to put the money in my account. We can't do that. Yes, you can. Please hold. 10 minutes later. Oh, yep, we're going to go ahead and put the money in your account. All we need you to do is DocuSign. Everybody's used DocuSign. We need you to DocuSign the final papers and you're all set. The money will go in your account. What do you think I'm going to say? I call back the next day because I hadn't gotten in. Oh, no. I get the DocuSign email. I click on the DocuSign, and you know how it has you answer those questions to make sure it's you? None of the questions were me. Not one. So I answered no to all of them. It tells me, nope, you failed. It's not you. Michelle, are you sitting down? Because this isn't even funny. I called them back to say, I need you to resend the DocuSign documents. I must have hit a wrong answer. I need you to resend them. What do you think he said? Come on. What do you think he said? All of your applications have been withdrawn. You don't have an approved loan. You can't make this up. You seriously can't make this up. I said to him, I said, you are 1 second away from me pulling everything out of this bank that I have had in there for 30 years. I said, put someone competent on this phone right now or I'm gonna lose my mind. So someone gets on the phone and it's the man. Oh my God, you guys, I just talking about this, I have a little bit of stress. So I'm like, get the manager. So she gets on. And of course, oh, I'm so sorry, so sorry. I said, listen, don't patronize me. I said, I don't care if you're sorry. I don't care anymore. I said, 1, I need the money in my account within the hour. And 2, send me the papers. And 3, I'm never doing business with you again, ever, ever. I said, no human on the planet should go through what I just did. I said, I could have just taken the money out of my savings account, but I didn't want to. I wanted to have I just didn't want to. She apologized up and down. So she says, I'll send you the DocuSign papers. I said, and you're going to stay on the line with me while I process them. And you tell me that you've got them and everything's right. I said, you're not hanging up. And she did. She stayed on the line with me and she gave me her personal cell phone and said, please, if you ever need anything else, please call me directly. And then she says to me, do you mind if I use this instance, this debacle, as I put it? She goes, this, I said, debacle? She goes, yeah. She says, I'm going to use it in our morning meeting on Monday. I said, oh. I said, if it stops any other human from going through what I just did, absolutely. Please do. Because that was ridiculous. Long story short, I got it and everything's fine, but are you kidding me? Are you just kidding me? I'm like, dude, I have a credit rating of 816. You can't tell me I'm declined for anything. For anything. Exactly, Michelle. For anything. I said, never mind. Just take the money out of my account. And no, we've got it. We'll fix it. So yeah, that was a fun time. Oh, and to top it all off, you guys, I said to the guy, okay, I'm going to come by on Monday and I need it in all big bills because I promised my brother I'd pay him back in big bills. What do they say to me? Oh, you can't just go to any branch. They might not have that money. You're going to have to call them and make sure they have it. I said, it's a bank. Well, maybe a local business will have made a deposit or something, but we're not sure if they'd have it. I was like, I can't. It was so stressful, Frizzy. It was so stressful. So, needless to say, I should have just taken it from my account, but I don't know why I didn't do it. Now, looking back on it, I'm like, holy moly, just take it out. But anyhow, what ends well? All's well that ends well, or whatever. So, good time. Yeah, so this is why I haven't had time to crochet or do my show. Exactly, Nana Michelle. It was a nightmare, and I was like, I'm sweating just talking about it. It was that bad. I'm like, I can't. I can't. Oh yeah, I was like, this is. When she called me, she's like, one of my employees said that you might want me to get. I said, might want you to give me a call. Buckle up, Buttercup, because here we go. Oh, oh yeah, I called her back. Because here we go. This is, yeah. So I have had a couple projects I did. I'll show you guys. Hang on. I don't know what outfit I'm wearing, but hold tight. We all know that sound, don't we? Hold up. Wait a minute. There it is. Okay, I got the hook. Hold on, you guys. I'm going out of screen for a minute. Okay. Okay, so here I am. Yeah, we have to call them in for, yeah. Hook down, that's exactly what happened. All right, so I made some Granny Square Scrubbies. I really like them. These are for the camper. I made 3 different colors. They're gonna clip right on the thing. I used the, I'll show you what I used. So I used my sugar and cream, of course, and I used it with this Stitch Soak Scrub Nylon. So I did, where are they? I did 3 different colors. This one's the yellow, that one's the green, that one's the blue, and I'm gonna do a light purple and a dark purple. But they really work good for the camper. And it gives me, you know, stash busting things. But they're perfect. I hook it right over the faucet in the camper and we're good to go. I could make more flip-flops, but these are so easy. They're just granny squares, the basic granny square. They're perfect. I don't know, I haven't made any more. I could make more, but I'm trying to make things that I actually need right now. And I need the scrubbies. To be totally honest, I need the scrubbies because I've been using a lot of them and they've been getting, no, I didn't make any more Pop-Tarts. I've been using them a lot for like really messy camp cooking. So they get ruined. So I'm just like, yep, I'll chuck that one out and make another one. Or just leave it for more nasty messes. How do you get yarn barf in even this? It's not even yarn. But no, I haven't made another Pop-Tart since that one I gave to the little girl in school. She clipped it on her backpack. But I do have to start thinking really seriously. Can you guys still there? Anyway, I have to start thinking seriously about what I'm going to enter in the fair because I got the email today. And then I got the guy who sets up my barn says he set up the barn for me and wants me to come tell him if it's good enough. Oh yeah, those things are they get really messy. Like I had to clean out the pot with the baked beans in it. Hello, Amber. And I used the scrubby and I'm like, maybe I don't want to use that anymore. So it is what it is. Hey, Amber, I just decided it's hot out, so I'm not doing anything outside. And I figured I was crocheting anyway, so why not hang out? In the heat wave. It's like a heat wave burning in my heart. Can't keep on trying, staring me up. I don't know the rest. Is it raining? Yeah, it hasn't rained here in a couple days, which is nice. We got a break from the rain, but now we're like steamed hot dogs. We're just steaming in it, which is kind of gross. Oh, I'll miss you. Bye, honey. Bye, Michelle. You guys, I gotta look and see. I haven't watched anything. So I gotta see what the Yummy Cats are. I feel left out. I feel like the kid who missed recess and now I missed out on all the fun games. I want a loved one. uh, Amber, did you send, or Amber, Julianne, did you send me a link to your store? Or to your, however I can get one? Oh, so it's all gone? Now I really feel like the kid who missed recess. I knew it was a business of yours. I knew that, but I knew I missed the sale. But I thought you said you had some left. Nice. Yeah, I can't do anything big like that because it's so hot. I don't want to be covered by yarn, but that's cool. Oh, they're not all gone? Will you please send me a link somehow so I can take a look at them? Pretty please with fluffy cat with something cats on side. I can't. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's not do 5. Well, wait. Don't you get another set till I get one set. Quit it. Kidding. I kid. So yeah, I'm just making granny squares and using them as scrubbies. It's perfect. Thank you. I found a new way to do my granny squares, you guys. When I get like here to join, I do the chain 2, right? I chain 2 and then I slip stitch here, right? And then I chain 3. 1, 2, 3, even though I'm only doing doubles, because then I can go right back in to this chain space instead of the same spot that I just did it. And look how good it looks. Perfect. So that's how I've been doing my granny squares. So that way I'm not missing anything. 1, 2, 3. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, Amber, I feel like I've missed so many of your shows. I'm really sorry. I've been in Chickenville. And I've been trying to keep up. I haven't seen or done anything. I don't know. My brother just texted me. Who knows what he wants? I'm sure it's something about camp. Oh, you know what? I bet you. So you guys know all the trouble we went through with the town about having our campers and stuff. Well, now they're eagle-eyeing us on what we're doing with our holding tanks. And so I'm gonna pay a septic company to come and pump out my tank. That way the neighbors will see that we're hiring a septic business and they can't complain about us. I am not, I'm still working Wednesday. I'm not out of school yet. Amber, thank you though, but I'm not out of school yet. No, Thursday's our last day. And like I said, I'm going to get my feet underneath me, see what's going on the streets, see, I don't know if I'm going to do every day. I'm going to do my best, but I'm still raising these chickens and I need them to fall into once they're in a routine and I'm in a routine and everything's routine, then it'll be fine. But I'm not making any promises I can't keep at the moment. Yeah, they shortened this to half days all week because of the weather, but we're still on for the week. Those poor parents that have to sit through 5th grade graduation. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. Would my original time affect you? If I went back to 8:30 to 9:30, would that bother? Would that affect you? I just need to know. Tell me in my time because my brain won't process the time difference. So if I go on Eastern time, 8:30 to 9:30, would that bother if I go back to my original? And that's your time. All right, well, I'll figure it out. I won't bump you, I promise. Oh, all right. Okay. I won't bump you, I promise. Well, I'll figure it out. I mean, even if I do 10 to 11, I'll figure it out. We will figure it out, sunshine. Don't you worry about it. No, I don't want you to change your time. I'm the one who changed everything, so don't. Absolutely not. Yeah, no, I'll figure it out. Once I get my feet underneath me again and figure out what the heck I'm doing, then I'll work it out. No worries. You're the one who's been consistent. I am not, so I will work around you at this point. Gotcha? Yeah. We will both be where we need to be. And like I said, I'm not sure I'm gonna, at the beginning, I'm not sure I'm gonna do every day. So it's just a matter of, you know, life happens, right? And now my brother wants me to be camping Friday to Monday. So, and you know how difficult it is at the farm lately. I don't know, the bandwidth is not good, so I don't want to start a live and then not have one with you. So I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Easy breezy, beautiful. How are you today? Did I miss you coming in? I hope not. I hope I didn't miss you coming in. If I did, I apologize. Lighten the room when you come in, for sure. For sure, for sure. 7:30 and it's still so hot out. Poor Fritz didn't even want to go out and go potty. He was just like, no, I'll wait. It's fine. He slept so solid. If you guys follow me on Facebook, check out the video I put up. I think they call it the Reels. Oh, good. I missed you too. I will do my best to do better, you guys. I just don't want to talk to you guys only about non-crochet stuff. You know what I mean? So if I'm not working on a lot of projects, I don't want to just jabber for no reason. So I like to at least have some crochet going on when I'm chatting with you. Like right now, at least now I'm making these scrubbies. And all I'm doing is a basic granny square. And I make them the perfect size and they really work great for home, for shower, for kitchen sink, for camper sink, whatever you want. They work really well. 4 rounds, do a loop at the corner and you're done. And they're perfect size. Oh, guess what, Julianne? So one of the parents made blankets for everybody at all the administrators and teachers, which is a lot of work. But anyway, she made me one with bees on it, bees and flowers. I immediately thought of you. It's one of those tie blankets, the knot blankets. So you take 2 pieces of material and you knot the edges around. And it's in the car, or I would show you, and I'm not going out in the bazillion degrees. But if I think of it, I'll bring it in and I'll have it in here for next time. It's really a pretty blanket. I might bring it to the camper as a spare. It's really pretty. La nana banana fana fana. Oh, that's cool. And I'm glad you thought of me. I think of you all the time, especially when I'm making bad decisions and I'm like, oh, Margaret should tell me not to do that. What are you doing, Fritzy? Oh, it's not Fritzy. It's the cat. I love it. Have I missed a lot on the streets, you guys? Have I been out of the loop? Is there any fun new fad I gotta try other than the Pop-Tarts that I already did? Other than the Pop-Tarts. You gotta be careful if you're using this scrubby yarn. It knots easy. But it makes a really good scrubby, you guys. And of course, you can just throw it in the dishwasher when you're done or when it's dirty. So I really sorted out my scrap yarn. I have a bucket of scrap yarn and I have a bucket of whips, and my whips are only 2. Well, 3 if you count that rug, but I'm working on it right now. So yeah, I straightened that up. I dusted, I swept the floor. I got rid of anything I didn't need for the chicks. And now my craft room is much better. So, oh my goodness, you guys, we've been chatting for 56 minutes. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Well, I'm glad I popped on. I'm glad you guys were here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I did have the news on, but there's only so much I can listen. I mean, it's all, you know, good stuff for us, but I just can't hear the same thing over and over again. Sometimes they're talking just to talk, you know. I get it, that's their job, but. All right, Melissa, bye, honey. Too many hospital noises? Oh, sorry, yep. All right, guys, I will, you know, I'm gonna pop off anyway soon. Because, you know, we've been here 57 minutes. You know my limit. So I'm not sure when I'll pop on again, but you know I will eventually. I know, right? I'm glad you guys were here. Thanks for popping on with me. I didn't give you any warning whatsoever. I just decided to hit the live button. So I love you guys. If you are in this heat wave, stay cool. Thank you, Marianne. I miss you too. All right, you guys. I love you all so much. Have a great night. Remember, always be happy, be kind, be creative. I'll see you guys soon. Love you guys. Arrow, bye, honey. Bye.